So you're back for more extreme metal music to go into your library. Well, that's good. Stick around because in the next few minutes I'll hook you up with some brand new tunes, so stay tuned, okay? Alrighty. Welcome back, friends, for episode 22. Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. Terry here again with Cast Metal and another Full Metal review segment where I connect bands with fans just like you because I too love metal music, right? Full Metal Reviews was designed to answer one question only, and that is where can I get more metal music, more extreme metal music at that too. For this show, I find and review the newest extreme metal albums from my Apple Music account. Then I share a detailed analysis with you so you have the goods to determine whether you want to try out the band that I'm reviewing and throw them into your collection. All right, so in the end, I also reveal my favorite tracks. Number two, my controversial version of what genre the band is, and you can argue with me in the comments section. And three, you'll also find out if it's going into my collection or not. The journey actually begins every Sunday where I go to my Apple Music account and I catalog everything onto a database, all of the newest tracks for the week, and then I add them to my Metal Magazine Facebook page. You'll see links in the description, and I use that list to pick songs to review for every episode. And a bonus, if you stick around till the end of this short review, I will dig through my treasure chest and I will dig up a goodie for you that's already in my collection. Yeah, so we'll do that. So, if you like the type of music that is here in the slide, death metal all the way down to tech or prog or whatever, if it's extreme, it's going to be here on Cast Metal. I'm a big fan of all of this stuff. Okay, so recap. Yesterday, I dug back to late October and I went in and I reviewed Ice Nine Kills because I've never heard the band before. I understand that they're very popular. I see that they're touring. I see they're in metal magazines and so on and so forth. And I decided to give it a try. I heard great things. The band was tremendously talented. It was this metal opera or a metal play. It was almost like Broadway. And the talent and the creativity was incredible. But in the end, it did not make it into my library. So today, I'm going to review and analyze. It's a brand new band. I couldn't find any other albums from these guys, and the name of the band is called Boundless Chaos, and the album is called Sinister Upheaval. So moving ahead here, the rules, very simple. I review all albums without preview. I try to avoid live or single albums. 2, I keep my reviews short and positive. And 3, not everything that I review goes into my collection here on video in front of you. But I won't knowingly badmouth any of these bands because I can't play an instrument, I can't sing, and I shouldn't judge, nor should anyone else. And the other thing too is that when these bands don't go into my library, they could wind up in yours. So insulting them would be also insulting the fans, and I'm just not into that. So, all right, let's go here. So before listening to each album, I do an overview, first impression, prediction, and a process check. And please remember, whatever the outcome of this review, remember these artists are worthy of your time. So if it's decided that it's not going to go into my library, give them a try anyway, because my taste is not your taste, okay? So the unveiling overview is in the same way I would unbox a product to show you on a video. I would open up the page and I seen that there were 9 very strong and very beastly sounding tracks and totaling 36 minutes in length, okay? The album cover artwork, as you can see, is an awesome black and white artwork with custom and standard fonts. Categorized as metal in Apple Music. I'll try to predict the actual genre next and then see later if I was actually on point or not. So my first impression and prediction, before I play any album, I try to visualize, then predict the outcome. Now that I've seen the cover and read the song titles, thinking positive, I believe I'm in for something pretty heavy. I'm predicting boldly, I'm going to say thrash music. I'm going to say thrash metal. We'll go with that. Yeah, sounds about right. And if the album cover matches the band name and song titles, I should be in for something pretty heavy or something pretty beastly. And again, I'll compare my vision to the review results afterwards. The process, I review and analyze 10 tracks, the complete album, each artist's performance, and then I summarize everything in a 4-part checklist. All right, and the checklist begins with an individual track description, okay? It's a breakdown of each track, and I use numbers only, and I only review 10 songs. If there's more than 10 songs, in this case, there's only 9. But if there's more than 10, I leave it up to you for time constraint purposes. And I only use numbers again. So track number 1 opens with smashing speed, rhythm, and power right off the hop. Next track, number 2, it's even faster. It's tight and it's blistering. Track number 3 is equally fast. It's intense and thunderous. While track 4, it's just thrashing, furious, and swarming. Track number 5 is heavy, speedy, and energetic. Track 6 is just punishing, chaotic, and slashing. Fiery, stormy, and brutal describe track number 7, while track number 8 is deep, explosive, and rangy. Finally, track number 9, it's lightning fast, frenzied, and very beast-like. Just a brief summary, it's excellent overall. All right, overall description checklist, part 2, recording and sound quality was clean, professional, and conservative. Not loud, like many of the other newer metalcore bands who are really trying to push the limits of the recording equipment and the technology. The production and musicality was raw, but it was quality raw. There's kind of a difference. I think that many of you will know what I mean. The energy and intensity was through the roof. The rhythm and tempo was rangy, but very accurate all the way through. The lyrical theme is dark and sinister. Apple categorizes this as metal. I think it's thrash metal with death metal. In retrospect, comparing it to my other one, to my earlier vision rather. Could they go mainstream? Well, put it this way, if Slayer is anywhere on any radio station anywhere across the world, then so should these guys. The range, flow, and layout of the whole album was consistently good. Who are they similar to? Well, they remind me, quite frankly, of the Big Four when they were all starting out in the early 80s, 83 and 84. Somewhere in that particular range. Very thrashy, very death metal, growling, all of that stuff. All right, part 3, individual performance. The singing and vocalization were death metal standard, the growling. His voice, his particular vocals are unique as well. I find that they're all unique, quite frankly. Everyone has something unique to offer in the genre of extreme metal all the way through. The guitars were razor sharp. Rhythm and solos were fantastic. Bass guitar was present and full, very well matched with the drums and percussion, which, by the way, the drums and percussion were very full sounding from top to bottom. You could hear everything, all the fundamentals and the snappiness all the way through in the recording. It was great. In summary, part 4 here, was my prediction accurate? Well, it was partly accurate. Yeah, I didn't expect the death metal element, to be quite frank with you. I was expecting more something, well, we're in 2024. I'm expecting 2024 sound. I don't expect, some of these guys to like a throwback, but these guys are a throwback, but yet they're still very uh, it's new, it's modern, but still kind of reminds me of the old days a little wee bit. Emotionally, chills and goosebumps factor, it was a white knuckle ride all the way through. It was a lot of fun. If I had to compare it to a favorite food, I would say that with this band, I'd have to hunt for it first. It's more like a wild boar. Tonality shades, light or dark, I'd say it was on the darker side. Colors, definitely red for red line fast and thrashing. Temperature, hot or cold, well, it's on the colder side. Hide it from my wife factor, yeah, pretty much, absolutely. Finally, my reveal, okay? Genre, it is thrash and death metal, okay? You can argue with me in the comments section, but that's my look at it. My favorite tracks, they are all about equal. Surprisingly, what I thought was fast, the next track was just faster and stronger. So it doesn't seem to stop. It escalates all the way through. The last track was the best one. And am I adding it to my library? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you darn right I am. So that's it for another episode, everybody, of Full Metal Reviews. So, as promised, I'm going to go to my treasure chest here really quick for you. I'm going to pull you out something familiar. A lot of people like this band. Currents, The Death We Seek. How's that sound? All right, one more time. That's Currents, The Death We Seek. That's today's selection that I'm going to send out and dedicate to you guys. Okay. So that's it for today, my friends. Remember to support your favorite metal artists, stream all their music often, get the merchandise, go see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of Full Metal Reviews here on Cast Metal. Please remember to subscribe. That button won't hit itself, and set your notifications so you can get more new metal on a daily basis. Okay, so take care. Happy Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.